I'm Eco.Ygo, and today we're just going to do a very simple combo video for my ice barrier frogs. My ice barrier frogs is what I'm considering one of my favorite decks at the moment. It is what I'm going to be playing in the 2021 competitive season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which, if live duels or actual events take place, will be my 16th season of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! And if I get a top in this season, will be the 16th season to where I went and topped an event and went to the WCQ. So for the Ice Barrier Water combo, all you need is these two cards right here. Revealer of the Ice Barrier and Atlantean Dragoon. So, off of these two cards right here, you can maintain a ginormous piece of advantage. So, and it's very consistent that you'll get this. There are 6 different ways in the deck to get Revealer, and there are about 4 different ways to search Dragoons aside from hard drawing. So as you can see, we're just going to cut it real quick. Get another 3 cards in our opening hand. See, as you can tell, it's very common to get it. With a copy of them both being out, we still managed to draw it. So, what we're going to do is you are going to normal summon Revealer. Revealer effect, discard a water via your Dragoons here in order to summon a tuner from your deck. The tuner you want to grab off of this, and this is one of the most important cards, is Geomancer of the Ice Barrier. Now what happens next is Dragoon kicks off, allowing you to search off a Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent you want to search needs to be Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince. Next, Geomancer. Geomancer allows you to discard a card, declare an attribute, and that attribute cannot attack him until the end of the next turn. So, do this, declare any attribute you want. The main point is you want to discard the Neptibus. Because when Neptibus is discarded, he is allowed to revive an Atlantean, bring back Dragoon. From this point, your main concept should be overlay Dragoon and Revealer into a rank 4 for a copy of Bahamut Shark. Next thing you do is detach Dragoon from Bahamut Shark to summon 1 copy of Totally Awesome. Now, because Bahamut Shark was sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect, you're allowed to use his effect to search on another Sea Serpent. Because he is not a once per turn in the slightest. So what you want to search out at this point is a copy of Lapis Dragon that summons itself whenever it is added from your deck to your hand. Now, from this point, you are going to take your Lapis Dragon and your Bahamut Shark, and you're going to link them away. A copy of Marincess Coral Anemone. Coral Anemone is allowed to send a card, is allowed to bring back a water monster that has less than 1500 attack. So, you're going to revive your Neptibus. Neptibus, we use its pitch effect. We have not used its on-field effect. So you're going to use that on-field effect to send an Atlantean, search an Atlantean. So the Atlantean you want to send is another copy of Dragoons. So you're going to send Dragoons. And then the Atlantean we're going to search is, most of the time you would search a second copy of Dragoons, but since we've already used them, I like to include just a second copy of Neptibus. That way, we're not completely open on the end of the combo. We're still able to maintain the combo. Now, Dragoon's effect will activate, allowing us to search out another Sea Serpent. Sea Serpent we're going to search is going to be Moulin Glacia the Elemental Lord. Now, if you did the combo properly throughout these steps, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 water monsters in your graveyard to special summon the Moonling Glacia. This allows you to take 2 cards at your opponent's hand, leaving them with 3 cards in their opener. Next part of the combo is to take your Geomancer and your Anemone, link that away for Kriston Helicofibrex. Kriston Helicofibrex, summon a tuner. It's going to have its effects negated, but none of that matters. The tuner you want to summon off of this would usually be Fishborg Launcher, but that was a part of our opening hand. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon Cryomancer of the Ice Barrier. Now, Cryomancer is cool because it's a level 2 Water Aqua, and we just so happen to have Swap Frog in our opening hand, so we're going to extend past this board. We're going to pitch a water in our hand, like the extra revealer we got for swap, overlay, swap, and cryo to make a second totally awesome. And just on this combo alone, you are ending off with a 2 Toads, Kriston Helic. You're 2 cards at your opponent's hand. And you have the Neptibus on field. Now this is going to extend even farther during our opponent's turn. So our opponent's turn is going to trigger. They're going to enter their standby phase, and we're going to Toad. Toad, detach swap. Summon out a frog monster. Now, we're going to summon Dupe Frog. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to condense the field because of the layout. Now, our opponent's main phase is going to kick off. They're going to be able to play 1 card. So they still have 3 cards in their hand. You're going to Howk them, banishing it in order to summon a Synchro Tuner, being Desert Locust. Desert Locust allows our opponent to discard a card out of their hand. They have to do it on the turn it's summoned. So they're going to rip out a 3rd card from their hand, leaving them with only 2 cards. Then you're also going to quick effect Synchro with this. Now, we're doing this to make 7. Just to kind of get the Neptibus out of the way. That way our opponent doesn't have options to summon Shooting Riser. And the reason why we summon Shooting Riser is that it allows us to pitch a monster and adjust its level. So it's level 7. We need it to be level 6 in order to make a level 8 Synchro. So we have to discard a level 1. Well, you would send a Neptibus if you still have it in the deck. We don't. So luckily for us, Ice Bears come for level 1 Hexa. So you're going to pitch Hexa off a Riser, bringing it from level 7 down to level 6. After you do that, you quick effect Synchro, Dupe Frog plus Riser. Get yourself a copy of Borreload Savage. Savage effect. Equip the Coral Anemone to it. Bring up to 4,000 attack with 2 negates. So what you just did is that you ripped 3 cards at your opponent's hand. You ended on a board of 2 Toads and a Borreload Savage, meaning that your opponent now has to play through 3 negates with only 2 cards in their hand and 1 card on their field. This board is very easy to maintain, and it's very hard to hand trap because a lot of people don't know where to hand trap it. And it can play through damn near any hand trap you can think of. This is the Ice Barrier Frog combo. And thank you guys for watching. I'm Eco.Ygo, and we're signing out.